perfect day for a coffee or a swim. On my way to the meeting point, a traffic warden stopped the taxi driver saying, "You should stop here because of the marathon race." I was walking to the cafeteria. These marathon runners are not running because someone is chasing them. They wake up at 5:30 in the morning on a Sunday. They don't go swimming or for coffee with friends, but they prevent us from going swimming or for coffee with friends. As I was walking to meet my friends, I saw the marathon road in Athens that dates back to ancient times. And then something magical happened. My cynical self stood in front of runners and in front of spectators, cheering, clapping, encouraging the runners. That was the moment I realized why so many people around the earth keep running for hours. The goal of pushing beyond one's limits motivates them. Their passion and enthusiasm spreads over crowds of spectators and volunteers who may believe if this amateur can run 42 kilometers in the most demanding marathon race, the authentic marathon race in Athens, then I can run too. I can achieve my biggest goals. I can push myself beyond my limits. If they can, I can too. Each year, the spirit of self-improvement comes to Athens, and 2,000 of runners from more than 100 countries, women and men, people of every gender, race, religion, are admired by complete strangers like me. We clap our hands to be part of the spirit of pushing ourselves beyond our limits. This is an ultimate goal that touches every human being, regardless of nationality, age, religion, and this touches every human being. We think that if they can, we can too. In this sense of self-improvement, I have decided to overcome my embarrassment when I had to speak in English before an audience. For many, many years, I thought that the appropriate way to address people in English was to have a British accent, like Margaret Thatcher. But one day, something magical happened again. I was reading an article in a Toastmasters magazine where the author stated that if we speak English as a second language, it is more easy to be understood by a multicultural public where people speak English as a second language than be understood when we speak English as natives. The reason is that a native English speaker may use a more sophisticated expression than a foreigner. A simple expression is more preferable by a multicultural public. This article opened my eyes. And I thought, if this author can, I can too. I took the next step. I participated in a Toastmasters International public speaking contests. And the moment I recall the most was when an Italian Toastmaster introduced himself saying, "Ciao, I'm an international professional public speaker." And then I said, if he can, I can. I'm telling you. I have already registered in an English-speaking Toastmasters club, and my goal is to push myself beyond my limits. I may not speak English perfectly, and maybe some of you do not either, but what we think can change us. If they can, we can.